Okay, this is a nice example of a review problem here. What we do first of all is we factor out a monomial here. Okay, we notice there's a 3x in every term, so we get that out of there. Then secondly, we recognize that this can be written with kind of like a little substitution. You could substitute a u in there for x squared, or you could just go ahead and factor it like they did. And then the next thing you would need to see is that this one can still be factored some more. So we factor it some more. Now, this one not so much. So we go there, and then we can go ahead and solve each one. So we can say x is minus 1, x is positive 1. Oh, out in front. Yeah, that x out there out in front. If that's 0, the whole thing goes to 0. And if this would be the square root of 5 here. And you know what? If I'm squaring it, it doesn't matter if it's plus or minus. So those are all my roots. Quite a few. Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is x to the 5th. It's not always like that, but it's possible, and it's not an accident. Okay, so let's go ahead and find the real number solutions of the equation. Basically, it boils down to factoring. We're going to factor this thing as much as we can. It'd be nice to have everything on the same side to begin with. So we're going to do that. We're going to say 18s to the 3rd minus 50s, and we're equal to 0 now. So we think to ourselves, I ought to be able to factor something out of there. At least a 2, right? And also an s. So let me go ahead and take a 2s out of everything, and that leaves me with 9s there, and then 25. And I think to myself, well, 9 is a perfect square. Oh, I was supposed to have 9s squared. 9s squared. There we go. 9s is a perfect square, and 25 is a perfect square. They're both perfect squares, so I can factor this some more. I can say 2s times 3s plus 5, and then I can say 3s minus 5. Oops, minus 5. I was thinking about the fact that they make 25 together, a negative 25. And, might want to check that real quick in your head. A negative 15 and a positive 15. There is no middle term, right? They cancel out. So I think we've factored this thing, and now we want our solution. So the first one, the s is out in front, so s is equal to 0. If that's 0, the whole thing is 0. And then secondly, for this s, first of all, it's going to be negative because I have a positive 5, so I need something negative. I don't want the 3, so I put the 3 on the bottom. You see I don't want that 3 right there? I'd like that to be a negative 5, so I put what I do want on top. If I multiply that by 3, the 3 is going to cancel, right? Okay, so there we go. That's my second solution. And then finally, this time I want it to be positive. So s is equal to, I want 5, I put it on top. I don't want 3, I put it on the bottom. So those are my 3 roots right there. S is equal to 0, s is equal to negative 5 over 3, and s is equal to positive 5 over 3.